Good morning, student. This is my second video of this chapter. Let's recapture of what we learned till now. Till now, we learned about the forest and human history, forest dwindling day by day, and forest as an ecosystem. In this ecosystem, we saw the different biodiversity, and then we saw the types of forest. Today, we are going to start with the different species according to International Union for Conservation of Nature IUCN. They categorize the species into different categories: normal species, endangered species, vulnerable species, rare species, endemic, and extinct species. We are going to discuss one by one. The first is normal species. Normal species are those species which is normal in consider according to their population. This normal, they don't have to be struggle much to live on this earth. For example, like cattle and rodent. The next one is endangered species. Endangered species are those species their population is in danger. If we are not going to take care of them, they are going to be extinction means going to be finished off from this earth. Okay, so it's very important to take care of them. Okay, why it is going to be in danger, why it is in danger to be extinction? Because of the human activities like deforestation, population, poaching means illegal hunting. Okay, and example of the example of endangered species like one horn rhino and pink headed duck. This is the one horn rhino which we found in the Assam in the Kaziranga Park, and this is an example of endangered species. Okay, this is black buck which we found in the Rajasthan. So these are the some example of species which is endangered. Okay, the next one is vulnerable species. These species are their population is declining. The population is slow down very rapidly, going down very rapidly. Okay, if we are not going to take care of this species, very soon this vulnerable species will be go to move to the endangered species. Okay, now as their population is going down very rapidly, if we are not taking care of them, if we are not conserving them, they are going to be very soon in the endangered species. Example like Gangetic dolphin and Asiatic elephant. Gangetic dolphin, this we found in the river Ganga. Okay, and it says these are the vulnerable. If we are not conserve them, they are going to move into the endangered species. Okay, now next one is rare species. Rare species means that species their population is very less. Okay, for example, rare means out of 100 2 or 3 species. Okay, now the those species in the entire earth, their population is very less and they are in danger. Okay, though not in the immediate future, not very soon they will be in danger, but in the days to come they are going to be in danger because their population is very less. Entire world, in the entire world, these species are very less in their population. Okay, for example like hornbill and desert hawk. This is hornbill which we found in the northeast. Even in the northeast, the Nagaland, every year they celebrate the hornbill festival. So in the northeast this bird is very popular, but this is very rare species. We don't find much this species in the other part of the world. Okay, the next is endemic species. Endemic species means native species, means local species. You find this species only in the particular area, and this is isolated by natural geographical factors such as mountain, sea, and ocean. The particular area, the particular land which is separated from the rest of the land because of the mountain or sea or ocean. Okay, so this is the is endemic species we found only in the particular area. For example, Nicobar pigeon and Nicobar wild pig. This is a Nicobar pigeon. We found this Nicobar pigeon only in the Nicobar island in India. Okay, so see, very colorful, very beautiful, and it is only we found in the Nicobar island. Okay, the next one is extinct species. Extinct species are which have already been wiped off from the earth. That means which is already finished up. There is no more this species in this earth. Okay, for example like Asiatic cheetah and pink-headed duck. pink-headed duck. This is okay. So these are the some of the species we just heard about them, but this is no more on this earth. Now when we talk about this different species, it is very important, right? We realize that it is very important to conserve them, conserve this wildlife, conserve these different species, right? For that, what did the government do for the conservation of the wildlife? The government every year national environmental awareness campaign, so they conduct different environmental awareness program like Ban Mahotsava, right? So they, so that the people will understand, the people will aware about the conservation of wildlife. The second, they set up the bioreserve area, they set up government set up the national park and wildlife sanctuary. Right now in India there are 18 bioreserve area, to 102 national parks and 515 wildlife sanctuaries are there. Okay. Now in the international level, in the international body, Convention for International Treaties for endangered species, CIETS. Okay, so this is in an international body which they make a research, they make a guidelines for the they give guidelines to the different country to preserve these different species. Okay, in India 1972 the Indian government they passed a act known as a Wildlife Protection Act in 1972. Under this act, the bioreserve, the national park and wildlife sanctuaries are established. Okay. Now in 1980 the Forest Conservation Act was passed. So from the government side they try their level best, right, to conserve the wildlife. They are making a different bioreserve area, they pass a wildlife protection act, so government are doing their part. Okay. Now it is very important, not only government making a law, pass a act and establish a national park will solve the problem. It is very important, along with the government, the people's participation. Okay, the people's participation is very important, then only it become more meaningful. Whatever the government make a laws, whatever government pass a act, it become more meaningful. So here comes the community conservation. As I told you, it is very important, the local people, the community's participation is very important. Now example from your textbook, Rajasthan, that Sarikar Tiger Reserve, which is started by the villagers. Okay, the villagers of Rajasthan, they started conserving the forest. In that forest, they are protecting so many plants and animal. Later on, government they gave a name as a Sarika Tiger Reserve. Okay, like that, Alwar district in Rajasthan, five villagers, okay, villages, they conserve 1200 hectares of land. Okay, in that 1200 hectares of land, so many species of plant and animal was protected, which is known as a sanctuary. Okay, same thing again in the Rajasthan, the Bishnoi movement was started. Okay, Bishnoi movement was started. That this movement, the leader was Sambhaji, who encouraged the local people to conserve the forest. Again in this through this movement, there are so many species of plant and animal are protected. Next one is Chipko movement. Chipko movement, which is started in 1973 in Uttarakhand. Okay, Chipko is a Hindi word which means you hug it, right? You embrace it. So in the Chipko movement, what the local people did, they literally hug the tree in order to cut down the tree by the government. Okay, so they literally, the people, they hug the tree, they protest the people to cut down the cut down from the tree. Okay, the next one is Narmada Bachao Andolan. This is started by Megha Patkar. She is an activist because she realized that if they make a dam on the Narmada river, so many local people will be displaced, and so many plant and plant and animal species in that forest area will be destroyed. Okay, so that Narmada Bachao Andolan was started by the Megha Patkar. Now Bees Bachao Andolan is again example where the community people, they preserve the bees means seed, right? So they preserve the seed. See, nowadays in the field of agriculture we use so many chemicals in the name of fertilizer, right? So when the you use a chemical, you use a chemical, that originality of that seed become no more, right? So here in the Beej Bachao Andolan, the people are encouraged to use only bio biomanure, not use any chemical, not to use any fertilizer, but use a bio manure. Okay, so that the originality of the bees, the originality of the seed will be continue remain the same. Okay, so these are the some of the community conservation, how the community people participated. One more thing I miss out in this PPT is like joint forest management. Okay, this joint forest management was started in 1989 in the Orissa. The local people, they involved in the conserving of the forest. Okay, with the partnership with the forest department of Orissa, they participated and they preserved the huge forest area, okay, which is known as a joint forest management, which was took place in the Odisha in year 1989. Okay, so here we come to we realize that not only government, it is very important the local people, the community also to be take part in the conservation. Government can make a big laws, but when it comes the local people, they take initiative, they took initiative for the conservation, it become more meaningful and more success, right? So student, along with this video I am sending you a revision questions of chapter 1 and chapter 2. Okay, please read your textbook carefully, read twice, read again and again, listen my videos, then you do that revision questions. Okay, next video we are going to discuss with the answer of that revision question. Please do that revision question on your notebook. Okay, see you in the next video.